Shalom, I can first and foremost like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kudash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in our true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, The Dramatic Overthrow of America. And this is going to top everything, any overthrow of these previous kingdoms, because this is the last kingdom in succession before the return of our Lord Yahushua. This is the system that has been set up, in the last days. So of course the Lord is going to throw the kitchen sink at this place, by the way of a plethora of plagues. But the icing on the cake, what's going to ultimately cement this man his overthrow, is war, thermonuclear war, and it's gonna that war is gonna be so drama filled, and so intense to where the whole planet Earth is gonna shake, and it's gonna be very loud as well, from the fire, those thrusters, all the way down to the point of where they're hitting ground zero, man. But it's going to be filled with drama. So, matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. Revelation chapter 18. And I started verse 7. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. So, we know this is concerning Babylon and how pretty much this place is filled with pride. But ultimately, it's going to be traded in with sorrow and torment. It says, for she saith in her heart, I see the queen, am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's the minds of these people. It started with these elites, but they have trickled down to the people as well. That's why, some of sort is having a 5-year plan. You saying that you're not gonna build with it. You saying you're not gonna see sorrow. You're not expecting that this place to end. But these people going to be in for a rude awakening. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. See, that's going to be the medicine for that pride. It says, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord of power who judgeth for her. See, so as you can see, the icing on the cake, so to speak, is those missiles, man. That fire. There's going to be fire from the chariots as well. Tells the Lord's going to send fanners. Some angels gonna get in on it as well, man. But the point is what? It's gonna be dramatic. It's gonna be well known that the Lord, Yahushua, have overthrown this place. It tells you that in the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter, pretty much the Lord's gonna outdo himself concerning this place than what he have done in Egypt. But this is going to be dramatic. Matter of fact, continue on. It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. See, so you have these other nations that have, made their bed with this man, have taken sides with him. Because ultimately, for money, they haven't gotten fat off this bitch. That's the reason why they're going to cry. And it said when they see the smoke of a burning, so yeah, this is going to be this devil's really going to be publicly shamed before the world. He's going to be judged before the world. Oh, it tells you, is that Judah, the 5th chapter? Ultimately, if you try to go against the righteous within that nation, that the Lord is going to defend us, and they're going to be judged before the world. Let's see if that's it. I ain't got to get it. I just want to make sure that was it. Judah 5, and I just get to the point, verse 21. It says, And this is Achior pretty much counseling, giving counsel to the king. I think it was Ammon, I believe, or Moab. But they know concerning the righteous, that they understand that commandment of Psalms 105:15, touch not mine anointing and do my prophets no harm. But let's get to this verse 21, Judah 5:21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. See? Well, guess what? That's what's going to happen with the so-called white man. He's going to be a reproach before all the world. This man's going to get rebuked with them flames of fire before all the world. Whether it's going to be televised, whether you just feel it. Like I said, when you feel that the ground shaking. Otherwise, you don't know it was Yahweh Shai that visited Babylon. But this man's going to be a reproach before all the world. It says, verse 10, it says, stand afar off for the fearful torment, saying, alas,
How much she hath
that
glorified
great
herself,
city,
and lived
that mighty
deliciously, so
city,
much torment and sorrow give her, for she
for in
saith in
1
her
hour
heart,
is
I
thy
sit a
judgment
queen, and am
come.
no widow,
See?
and shall see no sorrow.
Salakia. I'm going to read that again. Standing afar off for the fearful torment, saying, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So as you can see, in 1 hour, this devil is going to be overthrown. And what's going to be the instrument to do that? What's going to be the tool the Lord is going to use to overthrow this great city, Babylon the Great, America, in 1 hour? Those missiles, man. That's what's going to do the job, And that's why it's going to be so dramatic, because it said the whole land is going to be laid out. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. I think it's Jeremiah 50, bear with me. I think it's Jeremiah chapter 50, Jeremiah 50, verse 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited. See? That's concerning Babylon, the great America. When the wrath of the Lord is poured forth, the result is what? It's not going to be able to be inhabited no more. It's going to be a desert. It tells you the only thing that's going to dwell here is pretty much desert creatures, unclean beasts. Read Revelation 18 and verse, you start at the top. Read Isaiah 34, which Isaiah 34 is concerning Edom. And it's saying the same thing dealing with Babylon the Great. In Revelation 18 chapter. Why? Because ultimately Edom will be the ruler of Babylon the Great in that time. The daughter of Babylon, But it says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. See, the whole land is going to be desolate. Everyone that go up by Babylon shall be astonished, and his and all her plagues. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. And this is the Lord commanding all these heathens to pretty much encamp around this bitch of Babylon. From the enemies to the allies. All ye that bend the bow, meaning with all that have nuclear capability, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. As you can see, it's the spare no arrows. So pretty much, in today's term, pretty much dump the whole clip on her, man. And that's why this whole land is going to be desolate. It's not just a part, few spots, few regions here in America. Pretty much like Swiss cheese. Just certain parts has been hit. You still got vegetation here. No, the whole land is going to be laid out, man. And it says, why? Because she have sinned against the Lord. Because the devil is earning it. The scriptures talks about World War III. But he gotta earn that judgment. And that's what we seeing. All this bloodshed, murder, all this man taking over continents. Now the results of that is how he's gonna go down by the way of that, through war. He came up through war. He's gonna be overthrown by the way of war. But just going back to the point is that this is gonna be dramatic, man. At the end of the day, when those missiles hit ground zero, the whole planet Earth is gonna see. Tell you that in Isaiah 24 chapter, the Earth shall reel to and fro. And these devils, they ain't really tested these missiles all the way. They only did a few samples. They don't really know the power of them missiles, man. Cause really, that's the instruments of Yahweh Shemel Shah. But matter of fact, let's get something real quick concerning. Cause like I said earlier, it's gonna be dramatic, and that when you go into these different prophecies concerning the end of Edom and how they're gonna be taken out, it's the same as Babylon the Great. Why? Because they're the same one. Edom is the ruler of Babylon the Great. So this is on Jeremiah 49. I started verse 18. It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. See? So the Lord is letting you know that this is going to be an aerial attack. So his sword is going to come down upon Idumea. So how was the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah? How did that take place? The Lord rained fire and brimstone. He caused the elements to come together and rain down fire and brimstone. But it's not going to be no different than today. The fire and brimstone is going to be by the way of those missiles now. See, that's not just on the scene, for nothing. That term, nuclear war, that's just not a term for nothing. Nukes and motherfucker talks about uranium. That ain't just no random event. All this is according to plan, man. Why? Because this place is going to get overthrown like Sodom and Gomorrah. It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, in the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell therein. See, it's just going back. We just read that in Babylon. Concerning Babylon in the 50th chapter. Because these the same motherfuckers. When the Lord get through with this place, ain't no bouncing back. Ain't no you building something here in America. This is gonna be it. You're not gonna be able to abide here. So matter of fact, let me jump down. Just get to the point. Verse 21. It says the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. See? So as you can see, the earth is going to be moved at the noise of their fall, from the noise of the archers. What this is a dark saying concerning those missiles. Because if you know anything about archery, that's a silent weapon. Well, Lord, he called the famine like an arrow. Because you don't even know you got hit till you get hit. You look down, you see an arrow on your thigh. Knives kicking in, But the point is what those arrows are a silent weapon, but it says the noise of archers, meaning those missiles. Because it's going to be loud as well. But it said they're going to be moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. See? And read this from Jeremiah 49, 7 through verse 22. It's concerning the judgments of Edom. But we just read in verse 21, the earth is moved at the noise of their cry, at the noise of their fall. Well, guess what? It's the same thing concerning Babylon. Let's get that. Jeremiah 50, verse 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. See, it's the same thing. that is going to be a dramatic shaking until the earth going to reel to and fro. But it said at the noise, those missiles being shot into the ends of the world, tell you like the noise of chariots leaping over mountains. You're hearing those thrusters. Then ultimately when they hit ground zero, that loud boom, you know? It says, and the cry is heard among the nations. See, same thing. Meaning what these nations are going to know that Yahweh Shema Shai have visited Babylon. Whether it's through a satellite TV, or they actually seeing the smoke from the distance. The point is what? It's going to be known the Lord visited this place. Like you get reports next week. America's down. No, that day you're going to know Yahweh Shema Shai did. But the point is what? It's going to be dramatic, man. And that's why ultimately, concerning these prophecies, the Lord always make that statement. Then shall they know down the Lord. You know? Matter of fact, I think this is Ezekiel 35. We'll wrap it up with that, matter of fact. I think it's Ezekiel 35. Yep, Ezekiel 35. And I started verse 1 and said, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And that's what we're doing. When we say the kingdom of heaven's at hand, by default, we got to prophesy against Mount Seir. Why? Because these are the ones that's ruling. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. See? Because what the Lord have done to these previous kingdoms is not going to compare to what the Lord's going to do to America, man. I quoted earlier, the Lord said he's going to outdo himself concerning what he have done in Egypt. He's going to do way more to America, man. From the destruction and the deliverance as well, man. You know? It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. See? That's the results. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. See? You're going to know Yahweh Shema Shai had his hand in. Just the dramatics of it. You know? The intensity of this, man. The flare the Lord is going to... Hey, man, this is going to be a beautiful destruction the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to bring. You know? But it's going to be a dramatic overthrow, the dramatic overthrow of America. And the Lord got his fingerprints all over it, man. You know? So, yeah, I just hope to be edifying. Let it give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in our true faith and sincerity. DTA, a Bible ball. Soon. Very soon.